Welcome to episode 247, 49 Indian Self-Made Billionaires, free ebook, 3 Paradoxes. This is an outline of episode 247. Let us meet India.
Today we're looking at incredible facts you didn't know about the 7th largest country in the world, India. With a population of over 1 billion people, India is one of the most influential and powerful countries in the world. Its cultural history is particularly complex and detailed, spanning 4,500 years of the largest religious gathering in India can be seen from space. Kumbh Mela is a Hindu pilgrimage which takes people to the banks of the Ganges every 12 years. We often look to ancient Greece and ancient Egypt, but Indian civilization dates back to 2400 BC, when it was split into 16 monarchies, known as the Mahajanapadas. We actually owe the number 0 to Indian mathematics, who created the concept.
And of course, the Taj Mahal, the most beautiful building in the world. Now, this is my ebook, 0 to Billion, Anyone Can, 49 Indian Self-Made Billionaires. Here's how to get a copy of this free ebook. Step 1, write email to drpaulchan@gmail.com. Step 2, write India, and I will email you a free copy of Indian Self-Made Billionaires in PDF format. My role here is a researcher. I have written 6 ebooks on country studies. These are Hong Kong, Australia, Canada, Israel, United Kingdom, and India. This is a list of the 49 self-made billionaires from India. The average age of an Indian self-made billionaire is 63.4 years old, which is quite young. The first thing that struck me was India has one of the lowest percentage of self-made billionaires. 43% of India's billionaires are self-made, compared to a world average of 70%. By the way, the US average is 69%. And 6 of the self-made billionaires in India made their fortunes overseas. I call them the expatriate Indian self-made billionaires. This is a breakdown of self-made billionaires by sectors. The number 1 sector is healthcare. The number 2 sector is software. Pretty much everything else falls in between. Here are my 3 paradoxes of India. Paradox number 1, in India, import license is gold. I learned this when I did episode on Dhirubhai Ambani and Reliance Industry. The power of import license, 300% profit to 700% profit.
Polyester, in actuality, it was called Reliance Industries. Huge challenge. There were some 400 applicants for the license to build a polyester factory. That gives you some idea of the potential competition. It went down to a short list of about 40, and then from there, only 2 were finally awarded licenses, including Dhirubhai's Reliance Industries. How did he do it? Well, in the movie, no one really knows. In the movie, he bribes the prime minister. So, I mean, it's not quite clear. The minister he's talking to never shows his face. You only see the back of his head. But it's...
Paradox number 2, the Indian bureaucracy. Here I have Vinod Khosla, who's a self-made billionaire in Silicon Valley. Vinod talked about how it would take him 7 years to obtain a landline, which is a phone line in India.
And you've spoken in the past about the importance of failure, or the lack of it. You started your first company at age 20 in Delhi, which did not work out as expected.
Well, I didn't actually get started. They told me it'd be 7 years to get a phone line.
How did you react to that?
Honest to goodness. You know, I was 19 or 20, and they told me it would be a 7-year waiting list to get a landline. I sort of picked up and went to Carnegie Mellon.
Paradox number 3, Indian Institute of Technology, or IIT, is one of the world's preeminent science and engineering schools. Instead of IIT graduate fueling the Indian economy, a lot of them were helping to fuel the tech industry of Silicon Valley.
Compare that with Harvard, say, which accepts about 10% of its applicants.
The IITs probably are the hardest school in the world to get into.
In the whole world.
to the best of my knowledge.
Vinod Khosla got into IIT about 30 years ago. He's one of thousands of IIT graduates who've made it big in the U.S.
How significant would you say the impact of IIT graduates has been on the American technology revolution?
It's far greater than most people realize. Microsoft, Intel, PCs, Sun Microsystems, you name it. I can't imagine a major area where Indian IIT engineers haven't played a leading role.
Leading role.
A leading role, and of course the American consumer in the American business in the end is the beneficiary of that.
Compared to Hong Kong, where the majority of self-made billionaires have high school or less education, the average education of self-made billionaire in India is quite high. What have I learned today? 3 things. First, building more IIT is not the answer. Second, get rid of the import license, which is a lottery system for subsidizing the rich. Number 3, reform the bureaucracy. It should not take 7 years to get a landline or a phone line. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.